All right, so we're gonna have some fun here, and I'm gonna show you one of my favorite ways to actually source, okay? And nobody sources this way to my knowledge, or very, very few people source this way to my knowledge. So you're gonna have a complete advantage against all competition, at least for a little while, right? Until, people get their inventory in. We'll talk about that here in a second, right? So in this video, I'm going to show you how to drop ship on Amazon and how to source Amazon drop shipping products using an online arbitrage software called SourceMogul, okay? And basically what it's going to let you do is it's going to let you do product research. And this is much more short term, obviously. You must obviously monitor price changes from your supplier. And I'm gonna show you how to actually do that. So like you're gonna use SKU Grid. We're gonna have a complete tutorial on SKU Grid coming very, very soon. And then it's gonna be a little bit more short term. It's not gonna be like a long-term wholesale listing. And these are gonna be retail suppliers. But the benefit of an online arbitrage software like SourceMogul, for example, is it's going to scan retail websites. Let me show you really fast. There's like hundreds on here. It's going to scan all these retail websites when you select one. So for example, Macy's, right? They have 142,326 products listed in their catalog right now, okay? And so you can have SourceMogul scan Macy's and compare the entirety of Macy's store against the products on Amazon. And what you're able to do there, and I'm going to show you how this works here in a second, is you're going to be able to compare the specific products if they match up and find price differences currently right now between Macy's and Amazon. That makes it very, very easy for you then to then list those Macy's products onto Amazon, because you don't actually need to go out and purchase the inventory and then ship it into Amazon, or purchase the inventory, wait till you receive it, and then list it for sale so you can ship it out. You can list it right now, immediately, as soon as you find the products. And that makes it very, very easy, very, very profitable, and one of the best and most innovative ways to source via dropshipping, okay? Now, I don't really, like I said, know many people that do this, because typically you're either a reseller or you're a drop shipper. Very few people do both. And so I have a very extensive experience and history in reselling. That's how I know about softwares and how to use them, like SourceMogul. And not many drop shippers do it like this. They usually reverse engineer and snipe using other software, and they all piggyback off other drop shipping listings, right? So you have a leg up on dropshippers by doing this, because not many of them are sourcing this way. And you have a leg up on online arbitrage and resellers, because you are able to get your products listed on Amazon for those margins and those prices, days, weeks, and sometimes even months before they're able to, okay? Because half of these people are going to be finding these same products, but then they're either going to have them, they're going to either order them to their house and list them from their house, or they're going to order them to their house, which is going to take potentially a week, and then ship them into FBA, which is going to take them a week or two at least, could be even a month, right? So you have a leg up on both of them, okay? So I'm going to show you how to use SourceMogul here in a second. It's a freaking game changer. I really hope that this tutorial helps you. And this has been my number one way to source. And the benefit of this is they have hundreds of different sites here that you can scan with literally probably millions, 100%, millions, and probably tens of millions of products here. So even if we both do this, or like there starts to be like hundreds of people on the course, this still won't get saturated. Now you can also use if you have experience with other online arbitrage softwares, like an OA Genius, for example, or like a tactical arbitrage, you can also use those to find price discrepancies. I like SourceMogul the best. I've recommended it for 4 to 5 years now since I started doing reselling. So I'm going to recommend it to you. It also works very, very well. And I'm going to blow your mind on how well this works to source dropshipping products here in a second, okay? So what I recommend that you do is click the link above. It will take you to it is an affiliate link. It will take you to a SourceMogul landing page where you can sign up for SourceMogul and get a 7-day free trial, okay? And then after that 7-day free trial ends, because I guarantee you'll probably, I don't like to make guarantees, but if you're not finding products and listing products and making sales on Amazon, and you're actually spending time and doing this seriously, so that means that you're not spending like 10 minutes here and there trying to do this, and then like 10 minutes, and you list like 5 products and you don't make any sales. If you're actually taking this seriously and you're spending like, a good amount of time sourcing through these, and you're listing products and enough products, and you're actually taking this seriously, you will make money in 7 days, okay? And then you will see the value of this software and you will want to stick with it. And so by clicking the link directly above this actual video, you can get into Source Mogul 7 days for free, try it out. And then after that, the next 3 months are $20 off because it's an affiliate link and I've set up a deal with them, okay? I have a good relationship with this company. I was on Zoom calls with them. I think the sales team, and I think the other guy was the owner. I'm actually not even sure about that, but I was on a call with 2 of them. They're always trying to improve the software for resellers and dropshippers like us. So there's a lot of potential here, okay? So click that link, sign up for the trial, and we'll resume and I'll show you how to actually use the software, okay? So I actually like the classic view of the software better. They're redoing it and kind of making a 2.0 version. And there's a lot more innovative ways. I'm not really going to get into those specifically because we don't really need them right here, right now. A lot of them, matter kind of for reselling, but you can obviously use them for dropshipping. So I'm going to show you the classic view. But if you want to stay with the 2.0 version view, you're going to see all the same things. The only way that you need to search here is you're going to go to Start Search, where we are right now. So this is actually the home page. Let me take you back there. You're going to click Start Search. This is where you're going to be once you set your API key up. And your API key is, once you log into, I know I'm kind of all over the place. Once you log in, you actually need to connect Source Mogul to your Amazon Seller Central account. But when you log in, you are not able to do anything. And there's a complete tutorial thing right here on the homepage that shows you how to connect. And then once you finally connect, you will see this page right here, okay? So it's not hard. They show you how to put in specific codes in the back end of your Seller Central. Very easy, okay? They make it very easy. So if you're in the 2.0 version and you want to scan that way, you're going to go up here to Start Search. You're going to go to Buy Retailer. And then you'll see all these retailers. You can click one. You can start the search. Right here, search selected, and start the search, and then bam, it's going to start searching those, and then you'll see them pop up, search status, so current searches, and you'll see them pop up here in current searches and then completed searches. So current searches obviously are going to be pending, so I don't have any pending searches right now. Completed searches, we're going to search Bed Bath & Beyond. I haven't looked at any of these products yet, okay, so I'm going to show you how to actually sort through Bed Bath & Beyond to find good items to drop ship onto Amazon, okay? Once they're done, they'll be in completed, okay? Now, one thing I will say about Source Mogul is it pulls them in real time, okay? So if you scan a search right now, then that means that those are the products currently in stock and those current prices on Bed Bath & Beyond right now, okay? So if you do a search, you need to look through that search within a day or two for it to be specifically relevant, okay? Because prices can change, stock can change, right? And all those things might change. And also prices on Amazon might change, right? And so you need to look through them in a day or two for it to be relevant. And if you don't, then what you want to do is you want to delete it. And then you want to go back and research it again and get an updated version, right? So if I search Bed Bath & Beyond right now, because I actually put this up last night, I didn't get a chance to actually record this tutorial last night because I was actually fulfilling a lot of orders, which is a good thing. But so this might be a little outdated, but it's still within a day. That's totally fine, right? So ideally you want to, when you're about to search, start your search via retail, right? So go to retailer, pick one of these things right here, pick one of these, cross it off your list that you're about to source it, and then bam, once you click it, you start the search, it'll come into search status, current searches where you'll see it go pending, and then you come down to completed searches when it's done, and then you can click on this and view it, okay? Now I'm going to go to classic view because, like I said, I like that better, but they both work very similarly. You'll see all the same tabs here, all the same opportunities here to sort through. It's just going to be on the top in classic where it's on the side and a different color scheme in 2.0, okay? So let's move over to classic. That covers everything there. I just kind of like the way that this looks in classic. I don't really know why. Maybe because I'm just so used to using the classic version. I've been doing this for 4 years. So I'm going to go to status really fast, and I clicked view, but it didn't seem to pop up. There we go. And we're going to view all of the products in the specific Bed Bath & Beyond category and their Amazon counterpart, right? So you can literally see them all right here. It's very, very cool, very, very innovative, and the price differences, right? You can also see the Keepa graph if you want all that data. It's also going to gauge your potential ROI estimates, and these numbers can be off if prices have changed. But basically, all you need to do is it looks like it's pulled 536 results of the whatever it was, 300, I think it was 142,000 products or something like that have a 20% ROI plus. And we can gauge these numbers and change these, and you'll see okay, it's going to, get more and more small here as we kind of see now only 374. as we raise our profit margin. So what are you willing to accept, right? Anything above $5 profit margin. Well, let's go all the way up to 10 and see if there's any other products that we can find really good here. Chances are, obviously, there's probably a bunch of good products, but I just kind of want to show you. So I'm going to go to, let's go actually to 7. I usually go like 20% or 7, and I change these numbers around. Sometimes I'll go like 18, sometimes go 35, and I'll scan different websites just to kind of get different looks of products. You always want to have this all the way up right here. Or at least like one lower, right? You never want to have it down low because you want to make sure that they're matching the pictures pretty much on point and the title's pretty much on point. And then if there's any product identifiers like a UPC or a specific ASIN number or model number, they're also looking to match those up, right? Now, typically, a lot of these are going to be very similar, right? As you can see, especially if you have the match rate accuracy pretty much all the way up, okay? But every once in a while, you will notice that it's a different product, so avoid that, right? And every once in a while, it might look like a very, very similar product, but it's not going to be the exact same product, okay? So you need to still do your due diligence. This does not necessarily mean that these are always the same exact products, right? They very well could be, and chances are most of them will be, but you still need to check into them, okay? So we're going to set all of these parameters up here really fast. So remove products without a buy box. You can click this on if you don't want to ever be on a listing without a buy box. I always usually select this off. Some of my best-selling listings, in fact, one of my best-selling listings, I made $1,000 on it like, I want to say like a week ago. I think it was last Friday or Saturday. Today it's Wednesday, I believe. Tuesday, I should know that. It's Tuesday, so I guess it's like 4 or 5 days ago or something like that. I made $1,000 on one of the products without a buy box, so I never click this anymore. You can still find good products, in my opinion, but if you obviously you can't reprice them with your repricer because you can't match the buy box, so that's the only difference there. So only show products that are merchant fulfilled. You can also do that because that's obviously going to help you avoid anything with like an Amazon on it or anything that's Prime. I don't click this either. I like to gauge them for myself because even if there's like a Prime offer on there, which, you know, merchant fulfilled or Amazon fulfilled, it just means they shipped it into FBA. Even if there's an FBA offer on there, every once in a while they might go out of stock, right? Or they might only have like 2 items in inventory, but like you'll never see that, and then they'll go out of stock, and then there's only merchant fulfilled on there. So I don't ever click that because that's going to take out a bunch of opportunities for good products. Okay, remove products that have no category. You can also click that there. I don't really click that either. Okay. So what you want to do, you want to have, again, that's how I set this side up. You want to either have this all the way up at high or one lower. And then you want to have, you know, set whatever you're willing to accept ROI wise, set whatever you're willing to accept profit wise, you know, with those specific numbers. I'm going to go 20% ROI plus and $7 profit margin plus. Okay. So anything above those is what I'm going to see. Now, the next thing we want to do is set the sales rank filter, right? So anything under a certain sales rank. Now, a little caveat here, I always let's go like 100,000 just to show you for examples. You can go a little higher, but one thing that you'll notice is like every once in a while, it will show you engage the sales rank on the subcategory, okay? So let's pull up like an Amazon listing randomly. It always pulls this one up. So you'll see here, like if I scroll down to the ASIN, right? This is what we're looking for. Like the ASIN's down here and the product category is down here, right? So like this is 343,000 in clothing, shoes, and jewelry, which is the parent category, okay? So that's what you're concerned with. That's why I still recommend that you always use Jungle Scout because it's the only thing that's going to be sure and tell you what it's actually selling. Every once in a while on a listing, the parent category right here will be hidden and you'll only see like, oh, this is 745 in girls stud earrings and think like this is selling really, really well. It's under 100,000, so I'm going to get on this listing, right? But realistically, that's not the parent listing. That's a subcategory of the parent listing, and so it's irrelevant. It doesn't matter what the ranking is there. You're focused on the Amazon's bestseller rank in the parent category, and sometimes that will be hidden, okay? And you'll only see like one of the subcategories. So that is something that trips beginners up. That's why I still recommend getting Jungle Scout. I will link Jungle Scout again above. If you haven't gotten it already, get it. It will pay for itself tenfold, I promise you, okay? Be sure on these listings, you're going to be wasting a lot of your time or maybe even listing products that will never sell. And then obviously you're going to be spending more money. You're going to be spending more time to list them. You're going to be spending more money potentially on them if your repricing software is charging you per product. And I'm not going to recommend that to you, but even still, you still might choose that. So just get Jungle Scout. It's a no-brainer, okay? And so we're going to go under 100,000 here, not 10,000. Where's the It's 25,000, 100,000. We'll go under 100,000 there. So anything 1 to 100,000 here, and everything else is pretty much set, okay? And now you'll see that since I made that a little bit more, narrow, now only 70 products, 70 opportunities here out of 142,000 or whatever it was are potentially good products to dropship. But I would have never had to find these if I had to go through manually on Bed Bath & Beyond and compare every single product. I'd be doing that for months, if not a year, to search through 142,000 products, right? It's not possible. So this software is a freaking game changer, okay? I'm going to skip the baby robe here just because I don't really like to dropship clothes. I've found personally that even if you have good listings, people tend to return things on Amazon when they're closed if they don't fit. So I'm just going to avoid that altogether. I'm overdoing clothes, but it very well could be a good dropshipping listing. So let's look at this one. I'm going to right click this. It's going to open by clicking the pictures here. Even if you don't right click them, by just clicking them, it opens up that actual listing, right? So it's going to, let me just show you. I had to say right click to complicate it. So if I click this, it's going to take me to the Bed Bath & Beyond listing of this, right? Now, if I go back to Source Mogul and I click the picture here, it's going to take me to the Amazon listing, okay? So I want to compare the Amazon listing to the Bed Bath & Beyond listing of this product and find out if these are good products to dropship and if there's a price discrepancy, okay? And this is why this software is such a game changer, because it's going to find all these products for you, and they might not all be good, but they're going to be good leads, right? So let's say hypothetically there's 70 here. I might search through all 70 of these in like an hour or so, and maybe only 10 of them are good dropshipping products potentially, right? Maybe only 5 of them are. Maybe 20 of them are. It's going to depend specifically supplier to supplier in a certain situation. But that's 5 to 10 great products that are going to be good for like at least a couple weeks potentially that you're going to be able to drop ship effectively, okay? So let's look at this really fast. This is quantity 1, same day delivery, standard shipping. So it is standard shipping. I'm not sure why there's a price discrepancy here. So what I'm going to do is add it to the cart and see what the actual price to me is. Color, it looks like it only has black in stock. And so I'm getting ahead of myself. The first thing you want to do is make sure okay, do the pictures match up? All right, it's got Victoria there. It's got 3 knobs that are silver and a blue one. It looks very, very similar. Victoria or Victrola or whatever. Blue one, 3 knobs that are silver, looks very, very similar. Now we want to make sure that if, it does look similar, that just like I've showed you in other tutorials, like the titles or like the descriptions match up, the specs match up, maybe the measurements match up. If there's a product identifier, see like right here, it says model VRS 2400 black. Well, is this a VRS 2400 black? Not necessarily. I might not see that, but you never know. Here it is, VRS 2400 MH. And is this black? It is, that's black right there, gray, mahogany. Okay, so this is a black one right here. So this is a perfect example of if this is out of stock in other colors, see out of stock online, well, that's not a good buy anymore, right? Even though it's comparing the same listing because you can only source it in black right now, right? So if you go to the black listing on Amazon, well, no, because it's only $42.93 on this black listing and Amazon's on it and it's Prime, we want to avoid that. So that's a bad listing, even though originally it looked good. Let's move on, right? It's okay. There's 68 more here. So let's click these 2. We're going to compare these. You have the Philips Sonicare Essence Rechargeable Electric Toothbrush. You have the Philips Sonicare Essence Rechargeable Electric Toothbrush in mid blue. This looks to be blue, but we'll find that out here in a second. And it says in white. So is this white? No. Let's click Essence. Oh, white/blue. Okay, that's fine. So what are the measurements, right? Is this number potentially in this listing anywhere? We want to find it just to make sure. So HX5611, HX5611, and there it is right there, so that's a different one, 5612. So this is not the same one. It does not appear to be. And one way that you can do it is like search. So it's Control F on PC. Yeah, there's definitely a search function on Mac. I'm just not sure what it is. And so if it was like HX, we can literally type that in the search bar and it should pop up with anything very similar to that. And that's how you can find it very fast, right? This is telling me that it's a model after this. It's 5612. So this might not be the right one right here. If we click on this one, this is the 56. Yeah, so this is not even the same model. I would avoid this. It's very, very similar, but it very well could be a different model. Not something I want to go after. And that looked very, very similar there, okay? Let's go down and find like one that looks easy. Obviously, I'd go through all of these if I was sourcing myself, but I'm trying to show you a good example and how valuable the software is. So is there even a place to add this to the cart? This item is no longer for sale online. Okay, so bad product. It's totally fine. Typically, it might take you like 10 products sometimes. It honestly might take you 50 products sometimes, but eventually you'll find a great one. And all like anything on Amazon specifically, it's not like Facebook. Once you find a good product, that product can potentially sell for you over and over and over and over and over again, because you can just keep raising the quantity and keep your stock high, right? And so every item that you add to your store is a valuable asset that's going to keep potentially selling. So that's why it might take a little bit longer. It's totally fine. This one, no longer sale online. It's totally fine. Let's move on. Kids' toys here. We have the Little Tikes Fish and Splash. No longer sale online. And this probably could be, these are out of stock because I scanned this like yesterday and I didn't have a chance to go through it. So like, again, this is why I always say, like, you don't want to wait. You want to scan it and then go. So this looks very similar. Here we have one right here. The Bright Starts Tummy Time Prop and Play Mat. Bright Starts Tummy Time Wow Prop and Play Mat right here. And this looks like two options from the polar bear. The bear and that thing is, I'm not sure what that is. And this is this the polar bear? It looks like it is. Two options, used and new. So it looks like somebody just shipped it. Oh, it's Amazon warehouse, but it's used acceptable. Okay, so this still is a pretty solid one that you can possibly drop ship, because the only offer right here on them is new, right? It's $55 new, and then the other one's used and it's only acceptable, right? So chances are Amazon's going to sell out of their used inventory very, very quickly. And then the only people on this polar bear listing will be you and the other new drop shipper right here. And clearly this dude's probably drop shipping. He's got $55. It's new. He's got a delivery up here. It probably is a drop shipper, but I'm not going to look into that right now. So you're competing against $55 for this. And this is only $29.99, probably with shipping and tax. So let's add it to the cart and see. And so the pre-tax total right here with shipping, just estimating, is going to be $36, right? So like I always say, take 10% tax-wise when you're estimating, so you don't have to specifically add it to the cart, because it's going to depend on where the specific state is that the person's ordering. It's also going to depend on if you're tax exempt. If you're tax exempt, then it won't really matter, right? Because then you don't have to pay taxes on this, and then your price here is only $36, right? So let's take, it's going to be $3 because 10% of 29 is $2.99, right? So we'll estimate $3. So 3 plus 36 is our total right here. So that's going to be $39. So $39 is going to be our cost estimate, and that is a high estimate. It probably will only cost us like 37 something or 38 maybe, but we're going to estimate high at 39, okay? It's going to cost us 39 to get this to our buyer from our supplier. So is it still profitable, right? Well, $39 is our cost. We're competing against somebody at $54.99. Let's find out. Let's take the ASIN. So we're going to paste that ASIN into our FBA calculator. And I do want to hit home that you obviously should be taking this into Seller Central as well and making sure that you can obviously sell it. And another thing that we definitely want to do is, I already know because I just saw this glimpse right here, it's 8,000 in baby, so it's selling well, but always make sure with Jungle Scout and make sure that it's selling well. And this is selling great, right? So not only will Amazon sell out of their product really, really quickly, but it's selling, you know, a lot of units. So chances are if this is a profitable listing, I can make a lot of money by listing this, you know, and then drop shipping it, obviously, even if it's only like a couple bucks here and there. So the item price was, what was it? $55.99, I believe. Let's check really fast. It was $54.99, excuse me. Whoops, $54.99. And our cost was what? $39, right? So what is it? Is it going to be profitable? Well, it is profitable. There's a perfect example of a drop shipping listing, okay? So we're going to spend $39, we're going to make $7.74 back. That's a 14% margin, and bam, that's a profitable drop shipping listing, okay? So that's how you use Source Mogul to find drop shipping listings. There's so many other ones here that you can sort through that are potential good buys that you can go through, okay? And Source Mogul is a freaking game changer. I'm telling you, this has been the best way that I source. Don't get me wrong. You can find great products, sniping, obviously, via others, you know, via private label brands. You should do that. Okay. You can also take it one step further, check into stores and reverse engineer and snipe their best listings, but also use Source Mogul. It's a great way to find drop shipping listings. Okay.